Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. Tonight, I'm looking for clues into the monster of Rhayader. Now, Rhayader is an area in Wales, and an interesting article was posted by a reader on the Alien Expanse blog, I think in 2018, and it caught my attention. And he was writing about an account from the Rhayader area of Wales. Now, Rhayader is one of the oldest towns in mid Wales, and with evidence of human settlements dating back there over 5,000 years, including both axe heads and mysterious standing stones, says the gentleman. Now, the Welsh countryside is filled with centuries of myths and legends, but this year we celebrate a newer one. This is the 25th anniversary of the mysterious monster of Rhayader, he says, which terrorised mid-Wales from September through December in 1988. Now, if you've heard of that gentleman, please get in touch with me. I would love to know more about this story. Now, the gentleman had this to say: "The mystery has never fully been solved, although the evidence is clear. During those months, something was slaughtering Welsh animals and livestock at night. Now, many people attribute the problem to an alien big cat or a large big cat loose in the UK, which is basically the British equivalent, he says, of a chupacabra. Not really sure I agree on that one, but, we're all allowed our own theories. The evidence for large cats in the UK is overwhelming. I think there's been 3 positive DNA results that have come back for leopard and puma in the UK, numerous footprints. But as he goes on to say, from escaped leopards to breeding colonies of ancient large cats, rumours of big cats stalking the Welsh and English fields have been common for centuries. I've taken hundreds and hundreds of reports from Wales of large cats, and also large, what are described as cats with no tail, which is kind of just happens in the Welsh area. I don't know what that's about, but we'll delve more into that in another video. Now, the problem in this case is that the monster did not kill the way a cat would. Large cats will invariably be killed by biting an animal's throat, or tearing it out, or asphyxiating its prey, and you usually, in my experience, find canine marks within the neck. They'll either take them at the back of the neck and snap the spine incredibly quickly and carry them off that way, or they will take them from underneath, bring them down, and then they will go in through the belly or the soft end, so like the bum area. Most cats will do that. But by comparison, the animals killed during this time were slaughtered by a single deep bite to the sternum. A strange and generally inefficient means of dispatching a large animal, but if you were incredibly powerful, it would enable an animal incredibly quickly. Stranger still, the animals were surrounded by circular tracks of flattened grass, as if a very large predator had circled the animal several times before killing it. Now, these tracks led off into the distance, and when followed, they led to the banks of a nearby river. This has led some to speculate that it might be the work of a river monster, a giant serpent perhaps, or a Loch Ness monster. Personally, as I'm Deborah Hatswell, and I know our strange cryptids here in the UK use the riverways, it could also have been one of them, one of the dogman creatures. We just don't know, do we? Something was around the area, killing. I did notice that they didn't say human prints. They didn't say human prints led away, so they were clearly prints that they could not identify. Now, hunting dogs were brought in as well, but they were unable to trail any scent very far. No paw prints or other evidence were ever found. Now, the gentleman says, "Here's what I think is the most salient fact of the case. None of the animals had been eaten. They were killed and their bodies abandoned, seemingly untouched, beyond the original fatal injury. Now, this is definitely not the work of a normal predator or a poacher. A predator, after all, is out for the meal, and so is a poacher, in all honesty. You would expect to find evidence around the body and on the body itself of what animal a person killed it." Now, the gentleman goes on to say that the fact leads me to believe that the monster which terrorised Rhayader was not a paranormal beast, but a human being, suffering from a psychiatric condition which compelled them to commit these acts. perhaps a serial killer in the making, or a delusional schizophrenic, or just your garden variety psychopath. It could, if it was a one-off incident, being put down to a natural accident, something like that, a debilitating injury. But even to this day, and Mike will attest to this, and I think Paul Sinclair would as well, we are all finding incredibly strange animal kills in our areas of the UK. Now, if you're one of those people that has that on video or an image, please send them in to us and we'll share them. We'll put them all together and we can say, look, this is happening in Lincolnshire and this is happening in Yorkshire. And let's have a look at some of the incredibly strange animal kills. I think the government statistics that was put out was something like 15,000 sheep and deer were killed each year by dog attacks. And this does not sound very dog-like to me at all. But I didn't get to look at the bodies and I've not seen any images, so we can't say at all what it is. Now, he says, if I could go back in time, I would research who in Rhayader owned a small boat and left town in December of that year, either moved away and was committed to a mental institution or died. Let's hope they didn't simply move away and start killing other animals or people. Now, between September and December of 1988, a series of very weird animal killings occurred in and around the vicinity of Rhayader that had the people of the area in absolute fits and frenzy of fear. The Badalog farm suffered greatly. No less than 35 sheep were mutilated and slaughtered in that particular time frame by a highly stealthy, unknown predator whose modus operandi was always the same: to go in with stealth, to circle the creature, and to take it down with one deep and fatal bite to the sternum. I have no idea what that is. I'm as much in doubt as a gentleman who reported it. And today, I don't have any other accounts in that area. But I'm now appealing for witnesses to anything strange in and around this area. It doesn't matter if it was before 88 or up to today. I would be really interested if you're out there and you've experienced something. Do you remember this incident or any local gossip at the time that it happened? Did you grow up or live and work in the area at the time? If you're a hiker or a wild camper who visits the area and you've experienced anything strange, please get in touch. We do have BBR members in Wales, but sadly, as of today, we don't have very many on the map who wish to be contacted. So I'm unsure if we've got anyone in that particular area that could go out and have a look. If you're interested in running with this story, whether you're in Wales or not, and having a look in the old archives or on the web or even in your local library, we would be very grateful. Now, today, I'm pleased to announce that Andy Harder, as many of you know Andy, will now be working alongside me here at the website, with the sighting reports still needing to be typed up and added onto the map. Now, hopefully, over the next few weeks, between us, we will begin to get caught up. Now, the reports are still coming in thick and fast, and we've had 5 new ones in the last 7 days alone. And if you're a member of BBR or a supporter through Patreon, I'll be popping those new reports up for you over the next coming days. If you joined and you've not had your name added to the map and the monthly list of reports, please let me know in email and I'll send your details over to the admin team and they will add you onto the map there. There'll be new podcasts coming this month through Speaker and Podbean for anyone who are interested in that. For people who wish to download the reports and listen to them later as they drive, and I think there's quite a few people do that actually. So until next time, thank you all very much, and I will see you next week. Good night.